So in this chapter, we're seeing more of the Neo leaders in action. Kind of just jumps around and we're seeing what some are capable of and what some aren't capable of. And the beginning of the chapter is picking up from the end of the previous, where we saw the Neo leader Excel taking on this demon level snail monster. And as we suspected, he does wind up defeating it, but it does require the help of his group called the Hunters. And it's emphasized that, you know, the power suits, along with like these custom weapons that have like poison in them, are really helping them take down this monster here. So I think this shows that like Excel is not S-class level. He's pretty powerful, but even with the suit, he's still not quite at that S-class level. So I would say that he's probably, you know, top A-class level. He's probably around the strength of E-Iron, at least with the suit. Maybe faster than him for sure, but overall power, he's probably like around E-Iron level. And the next Neo leader we're seeing in action here is Ryuman. This was one of the Neo leaders that interested me the most because he doesn't wear a suit, or at least it seems that he's not. And he's also kind of like Metalbat in a way. They're like, you know, Bansho, Yakuza kind of type of guy. More so Yakuza, I guess. But since he doesn't wear a suit, I was curious to see like what he does or how strong he is. And for what we're seeing, he kind of just shoots guns. I mean, that's all he does here. And we're seeing them upstage Crescent Eyebrow, one of like the classic Hero Association heroes, going against these tiger level tongue monster guys. And once Ryuman and the group shows up, they just immediately upstage him, which is like the whole purpose of what they're doing here. They're trying to make the Hero Association look bad so that they can make the Neo heroes look really good. And that's pretty much it. I mean, we're not really seeing much else from him. So his power is still ambiguous. So with Ryuman, it could be a deceiving level of power. I mean, he's seemingly set up to be an opponent for Metalbat. And if that is the case, then he has to be really strong in order to fight against Metalbat. But I don't know. The verdict's still out on him. Then we're coming to Child Emperor, or now under the Neo Heroes, I'm pretty sure his name is Wild Emperor, and he's wearing a suit as well. And his group takes down like this, I don't know, nondescript monster. And this is more so Child Emperor just examining the suit, because we haven't really seen this happen yet. We've more so just seen the suit in action and how impressive it is, and how, you know, it can just make anyone an A-class level hero in power. And with that being said, Child Emperor is like, you know, these are way too high performance, and they're actually giving them to like 1,000 members. And also we're finding out that there are like 1,000 members in the Neo Heroes, which is almost 3 times the amount of heroes in the Hero Association, which goes into what I was saying about how just anyone off the street can just come into the Neo Heroes, grab a suit, and then they're strong enough to fight monsters. But he says that the suit is concerning to him because it's not just simple support armor, but it synchronizes with the wearer's nervous system and picks up on their electrical signals. So then artificial muscles respond to that. But aside from that, he sees that it's similar to schematics that he's seen in Dr. Bafoy's lab, aka Metal Knight. And this makes him suspicious of Metal Knight because he's wondering like if he's involved in this. Because, you know, if you're looking at this from Child Emperor's perspective, of course you would assume that Metal Knight would be involved because this is essentially his technology. So then he basically decides to take the suit off because of that, because now he's thinking like, what is he trying to do by effectively controlling the military power of both sides? So of course this is supposed to set up a few things. First of all, Child Emperor being suspicious of Metal Knight, as he should, and then also the audience being suspicious of Metal Knight as well, because since Metal Knight was first introduced, you're supposed to be suspicious of him, the way that he handled the meteor going against the city with Genos, all the crap that Drive Knight had talked on him back in the Monster Association arc, as well as his weird ambiguous comments about Saitama and what he ultimately wants for the Hero Association. So at this point, you know, you can just make up your mind for yourself. It's like, is Metal Knight a bad guy? Is he actually controlling the Neo Heroes here? Is he giving them the technology to make these suits, or is he just straight up supplying the suits to them? And in my opinion, no. I'm pretty sure this is the organization pulling the strings behind the scenes, because we saw that the organization was interested in Metal Knight's technology back way at the beginning of season 3. So this just tells me that they have reverse engineered Metal Knight's technology and they made these suits for the Neo Heroes because they are actually the ones interested in world domination, not so much Metal Knight. But again, It's up for you to decide. But the next Neo leader we're coming to is A. This guy was like a super criminal or something with a bounty placed on him. But just like Ryuman, the Neo heroes decided to take him in and like reform him because I guess of his potential. And we see that he does have potential, like with the suit on and his, I guess, custom scythe weapon. He easily takes down this monster, like just beheads it. And I don't know, I doubt it's a demon. It's probably like a tiger level. But he runs into some heroes from the Hero Association and they notice that he is a criminal with a bounty on him. But I think with A, he has like an A class level bounty, which is, you know, implying that he's like an A class level hero in strength, I guess. But with the suit, it remains to be seen how strong he truly is. But when the heroes here are like, hey, you know, this guy has a bounty on him, let's restrain him. A's like, you know, if you come closer, you know, be careful to not get caught in an accident during hero activity. So it's like, yeah, he's threatening to kill them right now if they try to arrest him. So yeah, A is not a good guy. Ryuman, you know, it still remains to be seen, but A, I'm pretty sure it's showing us that he through and through a heel, or just hasn't been reformed at all. Then we're coming to the Neo leader Zhoniin, who isn't like a hero or a fighter or anything. It was just established that he's like an investor in the Hero Association that wants to play hero. This guy kind of reminds me of what it would be like if Elon Musk joined the Neo Heroes or something, because he just funneled all of his money into making like this ultra powerful suit, which he says is way more powerful than the normal battle suits that the Neo Heroes have. And he's coming across a demon level monster, Meatball Kneader, or whatever this guy is. Like, he needs meatballs because that's like his method of attack. He just needs you, and he instantly just destroys Zhoniin. It's like, this suit has no effect on him, and it makes me think, like, is this suit like defunct? Like, did they give him like bunk technology in exchange for him just funding the Neo heroes? Because they gotta have money coming from somewhere, and one of their largest, I guess, sources of income is coming from this idiot, and he just gets destroyed by this monster, which is great. So just showing that, yeah, some of the Neo heroes are just regular people, and they just joined for specific advantages that the organization itself needed. Another one that we're seeing here immediately after this is in Felsinade. This guy also just a regular dude. He just had like this huge cult. Like, literally, he has like a cult. And I guess that's why they just hired this guy, so he could just bring all of his followers and influence to give them power suits. And he just gets instantly killed off screen by some monster. Or at least I'm pretty sure he's killed. He has a massive hole in his chest and he's just laying there. So 2 Neo leaders just instantly taken out in their first raid on monsters. Then at the end of the chapter, we see Metalbat come into the fray, and he takes care of, I guess, this monster that maybe killed in Felsinade. It still remains to be seen, but that's where the chapter ends, with just swinging a bat, wearing a power suit against this monster. So that also really makes you think, like, how powerful is Metal Knight right now? Because Metalbat, obviously, S-class level in strength. The more damage he takes, the stronger he gets. And at base level, he's pretty strong. I mean, I don't know if he's dragon level at base, but he's definitely demon level at base. So wearing this suit might send him to above demon or even dragon level. But that's where the chapter ends. I guess coming into the next chapter, we'll see more about Metalbat. Maybe we'll get into Garo versus Suiryu in the next chapter. I don't know. But let me know what you thought about this one in the comments, guys. If you liked it, please give it a like, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.